All right, tonight's homework for Tuesday is your study guide, numbers 1 through 12. Our test is going to be on Friday, and it's going to be over decimal observation, so adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing fractions. Not fractions, decimals. So your first three are adding multi-digit decimals, and when we add multi-digit decimals and when we subtract, we line up the decimals. Okay, that's very important. So for those two, sorry, my thing went blurry. All right, for those two, you have to line up the decimals. So that's what we're going to do first, is we're going to line up the decimals. And then add them up. I'm not going to I'll work the first one, I'll set up the second one, and I'll set up the third one, but I'm not going to give you the answers for these two. You've got to work it on your own. So 7 plus 3 is 10, so 0, carry my 1. I hit my decimal, so I'm just going to bring it straight down. 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 6 is 15. And 2 plus 1 is 3. So my final answer is 353. We don't need that decimal and 0 right there. You can include it if you want to, but you don't have to have it. All right, our second one, we have 2,453 plus 61 and 1800s. Remember, there is always a decimal behind the last number, so we're going to go ahead and add it there. So I'm going to put my decimals, in this gap right here, I can put a 0, and then I just add them up. All right, number 3. Michael is purchasing back to school supplies. He gets a math workbook for $19.88, a calculator for $35.97, and a pack of pencils for $8.27. How much did he spend on school supplies? Okay, that means we're going to add it up, and we've got 3 different things we're going to add up. So we're going to have 3 different decimals. We're going to fill in the gaps. Okay, we can go ahead and bring that decimal down if we want to, and now you would add it all up. Okay, double check and make sure that you wrote everything down correctly and add it all up. Okay? All right. The fourth one, 4 through 6, we're subtracting decimals. Remember, we're still going to line up the decimals. When we add and subtract, we line up. Okay? Add and subtract, line it up. So I'm going to put my decimal and my decimal. I'm going to fill in the numbers. And we're going to subtract. Like I said, this one I'll work out with you. These two you need to do on your own. Okay? So 5 minus 9, there's more on the floor, so I have to go next door and get 10 more. So that's going to become a 2, and now we have 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. 2 minus 6, there's more on the floor, so we have to go next door and get 10 more. So 2 plus 10 is 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. Bring down that decimal. 2 minus 7, more on the floor, so we go next door, get 10 more. 12 minus 7 is going to be 5. 5 minus 2, there's more on top, so no need to stop. 5 minus 2 is 3. 8 minus 1 is 7. So our final answer is 735 and 66 hundredths. All right, number 5, same thing as number 2 up here. There's not a decimal at the end that we can see, so we're going to make it visible. We're going to add it. And we're going to stack our decimals on top of each other. We're going to fill in the numbers. Okay, we've got a space here, so I'm going to fill that in, and now you can subtract. Okay. And I really don't like the way this is written. This is a lot of the way sometimes you will write. You see how these numbers aren't stacked on top of each other? So I don't really like the way that is written. So I'm going to come back here and see if I can make it a little bit neater for us. Good, how are you?